Hello there, Internet. Hello there, YouTube. Welcome back to the Hermit Gamers solo hardcore playthrough of X-Men Legends 2. We're playing as Wolverine at home, otherwise known as Sabretooth. They are the same character in this game, Sabretooth being a bonus character on PC who is just a reskin of Wolverine with actually some disadvantages, missing skill points and blah blah blah. Anyway, let's get in there. So he's genuinely is Wolverine at home. Let's get in there and let's get into Act 4, the most, easily the most difficult act in the game. So let's go.
Let the games begin.
And here we are. I don't mind saying it. I'm actually kind of nervous about this act. This is like you can die. You can die in Act 1. The first, literally up until the first boss, Act 1, you can
still tagging along with
like so. You're not going to get overwhelmed by bursts, right? At that point in the game, but what can happen and what actually really can and genuinely does happen is you just run out of potions and you run out of money.
Is there something
and then it's like you have no choice but to like walk into enemy mobs. Your health goes lower and lower and lower and lower. Eventually something just, you know, breathes on you and you fall over, and it's the most depressing way to die. Like, it's absolutely painful. Okay, just seeing if there's anything worth picking up here, and actually he really has like not like I would like it would be nice to actually get some like, you know, guaranteed gear upgrades, but this boy genuinely has nothing. So we're just gonna get that bonus skill point. Bonus skill points always welcome. This guy needs a lot of skill points. So he doesn't need them because you're not supposed to max all this stuff, but like, you know, you can always put extra skill points somewhere with this guy where it's gonna give you like big value. Like there's not like here you just get free resistances. Here you get free damage. You know, you can always like pump your skills. This is this ability, this buff for you is kind of like your keystone. Like the whole build revolves around it. And yeah, one thing this guy, so you're not going to worry about with this guy or Wolverine, is damage. Like, they just do a lot of freaking damage. Maybe the most, it depends. They have some like setups and some things like that. So it really depends.
For more
information. Yes. Alright, anyway, we can go into the sewers now, we can do the perimeter platforms. And I don't want to do either. Like, the platforms aren't dangerous. The boss fight in the platforms is dangerous. It's a DPS check, but I'm not too worried about a DPS check playing this guy. The problem is you can also just flat out lose on the platforms if you can't keep kill row safe. And this guy I know is going to suck at killing sentinels like that. And we're going to have a boss mob drop down here. Scary. I didn't even put my buff up because I'm stupid. Thankfully, these guys are not that dangerous. But that's one of the scary things in this act. It's very RNG. Like, if the game just drops like extra fast and like, you know, fanaticism shit like that, just run over and like kill you. Like, yeah, you can ult them, and that's kind of what you have to do. You have to save ults for things like that. As you can see, this guy just doesn't really want for damage. Assuming I can actually hit them, you know, the abilities. Partial skill issue, partial, you know, not the best hit detection systems, but definitely some skill issue. Like, you know, it's like a smoothie. You know, skill issue is like the milk, and you know, then there's some like blended up, just kind of slopjack. Game no work right, but definitely the milk is a skill issue. So these guys are assholes. Mainly because they just chip you down like that, and like getting on them is annoying. But from here on, you know, we can kite them back to doors if they pop out. And do we not get another boss mob dropping on us here? Not the scariest thing. But, so enemies have different attacks in this game, and some of them can just like, you know, sometimes they just don't tickle you, and then other times they do like, they can really chunk you. Like I was showing you with the axe guys in the Magi Temple, how they have that like, sort of jab attack, where they have multiple jabs, and can like really chunk you. If you get a couple, like if you just unlucky, you just have a couple of them, pop that on this guy. Incredible. 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 But yeah, the part where the sewers is going to get like properly scary is like, you know, we have those boss mobs on the way down here that are just kind of like, you know, this one just has to like die, and then we can just kind of leave and yeah, come back around this corner and deal with the rest. You see, like this guy, he just does damage. Like he can one-shot enemies, pretty much any normal enemies. He just one-shots if you use the right ability. Or he two-shots with his other abilities. So you just kind of walk in and do stuff if you need to. And like that, you know, there's a lot to be said for damage in games like this, where it's just like, you know, just killing stuff before it can like do whatever the thing it is that, you know, that it's supposed to do. You know, just kill it. Like, just kill it before it can fuck with you, you know? Okay, that aura is... So those guys can like shotgun. So with that aura, they can genuinely just kill you. Like no muss, no fuss. If you know, dash in to just like a volley of spikes and like all three bonk you at close range. Obviously, it depends on how much life you have. It depends on how much resistances you have and so on. I'm not saying that guy would have killed you. I see how much even just these two are doing, like when you get two elites on you. It's not like, you know, oh, like those two were this huge threat. This guy's gonna be a complete asshole. But yeah, we want to go down this side path just to get the extra enemies to spawn. This is gonna be... It's always a good test. But it could just kill this guy, like, I don't know. But we'll see. Like, at this point in the game, it doesn't feel good to, like, bypass the challenge, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't really want to be fighting them behind a destructible wall, but then this place is kind of no better. Looking so good. How do I miss that guy twice? Oh well. But yeah, doing okay here. When we get to the bridge and then come back. Okay, now that, to hell with that. Shouldn't have messed with me. But yeah, so now If I head back towards the entrance, a bunch of new mobs will be respawned. They tend to be quite dangerous mobs, and this is one of the things that makes this sewer area quite nasty. Now, I had the option to skip this, because we're not going for the homing beacon there. I can't get it anyway. Did an enemy spawn in a fire or something? That's crazy. See, the scary thing here is, like, these sightlines are so long. But did they actually... Did I have to build the bridge to get them to spawn? Okay. I should have... Alright, well, it looks like we're just not... We're gonna have to skip that challenge, because... If I need to get a bridge builder, then that's kind of breaking my whole contract of, like, not getting anyone for non-essential puzzles, so... That's fine. Honestly, glad to skip it, because it could easily have killed me. It's not like the rest of this act is free. But yeah, like, so in some ways, Act 1, I would say, is still the most dangerous act. Actually just getting to Grizzly, but that's also very much, we just do this now. Like, I don't want to have to, like, run around after these guys. And there's way too much space to have to kite them back all the way to, like, the next choke. Sometimes like, health is a resource, energy is a resource, your sanity is also a resource. Sometimes you actually need to like keep your sanity bar high, because if that goes down, then all is lost. That's fine. He's like, at least he does damage, right? Like, it could be worse. I could be playing like Scarlet Witch, like, you know.
Your mind, it's over.
How do I mess that up so badly? Alright, moving on. This is not going to be a particularly fun area for, you know, for any melee character who has to, like, worry about long-range burst, or the potential of long-range burst. This whole, like, New York area can be really freaking dangerous.
Let's rock! This ain't good. Now I'm not too worried about these guys. Kind of no point getting that. There's no way we can get to the others, but I kind of came over here just to get that mob as well. I really want to, like, kill stuff
get EXP, get gear, because we're pretty under-leveled and we don't have any like guaranteed gear upgrades in the pipeline.
Don't move a muscle. Well, my passion. Once you, it's not your. Defend yourself.
Yeah, let's do some kitings, just see if we can get them up here. Need a little bit of patience in these areas, but then it's like, you know, who has the patience to like aggro these three and then kite them all the way back up to there? It's just, this is where I kind of like start to think, okay, well, you know, we got to keep the sanity bulb full as well, so. It may not be as clean. That's okay. So the main danger of like doing it like this and like, you know, not really controlling it is just like, well, you don't know what you're gonna get kited into. You don't know what else you're gonna aggro while you're doing that like messy, scrappy out there fight. But I do have a pretty good idea of like where the enemies are distributed on this map. So like I know there's usually some elites down there, and that's the main thing I would be concerned about kiting into would be that duo. Like the group of ads that are in here are not that big a threat because they're just like normal ass ads. But then it's like, okay, well if they get out of this little pocket,
Let's see what you got.
oh, how do I freaking miss? They're not that scary.
We battle now.
If they have like the elemental panties, just because like we do have some decent resistances here. Yeesh, okay. How do I get out of here? Yeah, usually can just jump. Yeah, it's fairly easy, not too bad. But there is always that element of RNG. It's like, what are they gonna spawn? What auras are they gonna have? You know, what's gonna spawn with them? Sometimes you just get like,
Let's rock.
we kind of just want to ignore that guy because they don't do too much damage. And then we'll the old knockback. Get it done. There's usually a boss mob up here. No?
Let's rock.
There's always definitely a boss mob on the other side of this like train station guarding the key. Why is he running away? That's alright. So the way to take this fight is like come down to this corner, evict any hobos you see here, and then you can
tight stuff back. Stuff there. Just grab this and push on. But this area is not really the danger. It's when you start getting the melee infinites. Those things will absolutely mess you up. These guys, you know, from being the most interesting in the game, you know, when you meet them, like, just coming into Act 1, they're so deadly. To just being a bit of a speed bump, really. Not too troublesome at all. I'm definitely gonna need to go back at some point. I'm carrying a lot of stuff, but let's... The little guys are still freaking... They've still got the jankiest hitboxes.
I can't lift that.
Delete that guy. I heard that. Yeah, okay. So those guys are the most dangerous enemies, possibly the most dangerous enemies in the game. You know, most of the mobs that can CC. Alright, we still need to come back to this guy one more time. But most of the mobs in this game that can CC you, it's kind of like, yeah, well, they CC, but they do very little damage, so they would have to keep you chain CC for a long time to, like, really chip you down. And, you know, the odds of you kind of, like, worming your way out of it before then are not too bad.
I guarantee all of it,
so we definitely want to keep that. Astounding. That's definitely an upgrade, so we hold on to that. 28. Oh, that's actually a pretty decent little upgrade there. And we are able to equip it. Incredible. So what's this? 27. Yeah, so we'll probably replace that with this. It kind of sucks to lose that big chunk of radiation resistance. That's so nice, but I don't want to double up on mental damage. Oh, we lose a lot of resistance from that too. That sucks, but that's okay. We got our passive resists. And if you don't keep doing these little, you know, if you don't keep getting these upgrades, even if they are a little bit kind of incremental and pissy, like, your damage will start to, like, stink, and then it's sort of like, oh, okay, I did have this nice breakpoint where, like, you know, 2 of these abilities would kill a normal ad, and now it takes 3, and that's, like, freaking 30% slower time to kill, and 30% longer to fuck with you, or something bad. But yeah, here we're just going to be going through, like, nice and slow, nice and gentle. Those windmill guys, we, like, you know, we want to be taking them on, like, on our own terms. Oh, that's cool. I actually like it when they all pop up like that. Just make my life easier. But yeah. Absolutely just creep forward. So, yeah, you want to bait it out. The problem then is, like, yeah, yeah, that's the way to deal with them if you have to, if you don't have any, like, really ultra-reliable CC. If you don't have the ranged advantage, you can't just ult that resistance. You gotta bait the spin out.
Target is weakening.
And then just come in and kill them. Alright, so these are elites. They're super dangerous. Should kill one.
I need a medic.
And yeah, I don't mind pressing the delete button on those guys. They are super dangerous. When you get a group of 3 of them, it's just like,
Enemy unit sighted.
oh, there's so freaking many of them. Come on. Let's just, we got plenty in the tank. I like to dance around them. I like to be, you know, I like to actually have a little bit of like fun gameplay where I'm not just like pressing a button to make the problem go away. Oh, they just came out of nowhere. Like, pardon? Look at that. Even the glancing blow knocks you down.
Who's back? Let's roll.
Wait, another freaking elite pack of these guys. Spoiled, that's what I am.
Shouldn't have gotten my way.
Let's grab this tech station. Cha-ching. Lucky there's no fall damage.
Target is at my location.
This is...
This one's not gonna be a problem.
Bro just has no cooldown. Spamming that thing. But yeah, when it's just one, it's not that spooky.
Oh, stay where you
But
are.
you see, like, the amount of extremes I have. Are definitely going down.
Additional units needed.
Yeah. Like, that's one of the things that makes them so frustrating to deal with, is like when you have all 3 of them, like from a mob on you, and they, you know, 2 of them kind of body block one of them, or like one of them kind of body blocks another 2, so they can't all, you can't bait all 3 spins out at the same time. And just make sure there's nothing out here that's going to mess with me if I have to kite out here, because you have to fight an entire pack of them in here. It's super freaking dangerous if you don't have a delete button.
Which thankfully we do, but they could have something, you know, protected by me and protected by leader, who knows. Combo shields.
What do you think
health
you're doing
regen,
with
that's
that
not a problem.
holiday? Apocalypse. What are you surprised that he's never?
And yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. It's just not even take the risk, like being in this shitty little room. Like on other occasions I would kind of just kite back, but no, we're not going to do that. We will push into New York. We get more of them in this area, and I kind of just want these areas done and cleared. This is why I do Prison of Misery. Like, I do it last. I want to get the sewer waypoint and then go back for Prison of Misery. Because if I were to do Prison of Misery now, by the time I'm done with that area, it has so many separate maps that the actual New York City maps, like the street maps, will reset. So fabulous. Ooh, that's quite nice.
You won't find better prices anywhere else.
Might be worth having. A few energy packs there. Chonka chonka. And now we have like a really
Ain't you
annoying enemy comp, because we've got the spinny guys, but we also have range guys. So like the range guys are gonna try to like pull you into the spinny guys.
Situation's getting bad.
And as you can see, these streets are quite open. It's not that easy to just like, you know, go a few steps backward and, you know, grab a corner that you can bait them over to. The back room needs to be dealt with instantly.
We battle now. This is not good.
But yeah, the goal, as always, when you're in a dangerous area in this game, like, there's no point trying to run through. Enemies don't, like, kind of rubber band back in this game. Like, unless you know that you can literally have everything that you aggro on the tile chasing you pretty much till the end and still make it through, which is true, you can do that. But if you aren't confident of being able to do that, you can't afford to run past things, because you're going to have to deal with them at some point if you get roadblocked. Hold on, I'll be back in just a moment.
Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, apologies.
Target is at my location.
Wait, how many of these guys have we got here? This is good. Definitely an alt moment. And now this is like this is exactly where you do not want to be on this map, which is no delete button.
Stay where you are.
And way too freaking many of these jerks still left to deal with. But we just have to deal with whatever we can as safely as we can. And hopefully farm some ult. So we just have to move nice and nice and nice and slow. Almost there, almost got it.
Looky here, a target.
Normally I would be more careful about pushing into a range enemy like that on this tile, but I know the map edge is there, so... Back in.
This is gonna be sweet.
And yeah, that's pretty convenient if we can just like lure them into this kind of darkened alley and just murder them safely one at a time. I'm just happy I have an extreme token back.
Oh, stay where you
So
are.
if anything, you know, brown trousery, yeah, with the stun, we don't have to necessarily respect them too much on their own. Windmill, please. And again.
Stand down.
Stop. And I think this is where the boss is, so we definitely want to clear out.
Loser.
No, not necessarily here, but we definitely want to clear out all the ads anyway, because the boss loves to teleport around and pull more of them into the fight. Can you guys just do the scan and... That's way too scary.
Ha! The enemy has fallen.
Damn, I was just happy that we had an extreme token in the bank and we're back to nothing. So like this is literally when we can die playing as this guy. But yeah, we're not going to have any extremes for the boss. That's fine. This guy is... You know, this guy's not wanting for boss damage as long as we have EP, and we'll obviously go back and buy a bunch of potions if we're low. Although I wouldn't mind taking one now. 20.
What have we here?
Bazik. But yeah, let's not get nailed by that guy because he can do a lot of damage.
Loser.
Get some extreme. 11. So this is the boss arena as far as I know. So we definitely don't want those spots. Looks like we've cleaned the ads out. Should be safe. There's still... I don't know if we can quite get to this guy without triggering it. Yeah, that's right. It's just one ad. It's fine. And yeah,
You
it's
guys look
Deadpool.
like the cast. The name's me? Close. Finally.
Yeah, this guy, he's annoying, but he's pretty harmless. And as you can see, when we actually get on him, we can absolutely just terrorize that health bar. There's nothing we can do about it. Pretty freaking happy with that. Let's get the sewer waypoint. We still got a little bit of fighting ahead of us, and not the least scary enemies in here.
I'm gonna flatten you.
Yeah, these boys, the Morlock guys. Game, can I like auto-targeting in this game is so bad. But you know, you just gotta take the downs with the ups sometimes, and the melee fighting in this game is so fun. We're going to be using the speed buff a bit more, which is going to mean quaffing way more potions.
That right here.
Fighting Morlocks is like, it's just tough to do it clean, like, and take almost no damage.
Get him! Get him!
Kind of ignore these guys if we can and get on them. The problem is like, that's fine. Those guys are like unbelievably tanky, and so when they have that huge tankiness plus their ability to like res their enemies, got to try to go for them first, and it really is nice if you have the kind of damage this guy can output to just kind of get rid of them. As I say. Like, as long as you have damage, the option is kind of there to, like, do some things, get some things done, you know? Because you can kind of come at every encounter with that attitude of just like, well, the option is always there to just kill them before they can fuck with me. And that's especially true if you have just even just a little bit of CC, like this the stun on this. This is why I spam this so much. You know, you just go in, you stun them, you kind of have your way with them, you beat them up.
Our sewers.
Actually kind of crawling back up there as far as we just kind of want to do the, you know, Omoyo Shindo thing, like, you're already dead, Nani? Just jump in the middle and like Nani the entire pack. Because EP drain is horrible. EP drain in conjunction with things that you just need to kill quickly is one of the dangerous things in this game. Like, I think you guys have seen my runs get like really, really messed up, especially early game, by that combination of like EP drain and
at ya.
damage over. Let's just quickly get rid of that guy. So that aura
You cheated.
isn't causing us problems. And if you want to be really safe against those brutes, and you have the space to do it, and you have the sanity points and the time and everything else, then you can bait that slam out, but that slam has a really big radial, so actually physically getting out of it, see how far away it hits. So for a melee character to kite that, it's a bit tricky. If you have good mobility, then yeah, it can be done. This brick needs to be dead yesterday. I don't want them resurrecting anyone else. What is this, like the freaking king sleeps here? They get a proper bed? The king of the freaking goblin people? I don't know, I would be one of the sewer people, I can't lie. It looks alright down here. I'm sure the rent is like way more tolerable. Probably get an okay Wi-Fi signal. You maybe just like live under like McDonald's and use free McDonald's Wi-Fi. Like, hell yeah. Like now you actually have a stew going. Like, now you make me want to live in the sewer. Like free Wi-Fi, low rent. Alright. This is kind of my first milestone for this act. I just took like a really big stupid risk by alt-tabbing my game. But that's fine. And this has been a short stream. I kind of don't want to end it here, but
Is
like,
there something...
I don't think I have time to do either the platforms or the stuff.
I guarantee all of it, 100%.
Yeah, I don't think I have time to do... Okay, so we got astounding here. That's really nice. So we've actually got some like really we got some pretty freaking tasty like gear upgrades like just in the pipeline. They're guaranteed. It's just a matter of leveling until we can slap it on, and it looks like, yeah, mostly level 4.
So we should get a decent power spike before this act is over, and that will be lovely. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. I know it's been a short stream, but I'm trying to help out a friend over this weekend with like something they're doing, so I don't want to be like disappearing into streams for way too long, especially because it shuts my Discord down. So we'll save here. And next time I stream, I can probably just clear this act out, apart from the perimeter platforms. But we'll see, We shall see. Take care.